We'll call this meeting to order.
All rise. All rise. Oh yes, this County Commission meeting of Sumner County is now open pursuant to adjournment. God bless this country and this honorable commission. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Weatherford. As we go into our invocation tonight, I want to take a few moments. We're so excited to have Ben's wife, Krista, with us tonight. We're happy that she's on the mend. We're happy to have our newly elected commissioners. There are a number of them out. We're excited to have them with us tonight and preparing for a new commission to be sworn in on September 4th. Also, as we go into prayer tonight, we want to remember Mr. Decker's wife as she's in the hospital. We want to continue to lift Jackie up in our prayers and pray for quick healing and recovery for her. A number of others in our families and churches and everything else, we want to lift them up in prayer. Let's bow our heads. Lord, we thank you for this evening and for this time together, and we're thankful, Lord, for your healing touch. We're thankful for Krista. Pray that you'll continue to touch and bless and bring healing to her body. We thank you for Mr. Decker, Lord, and we lift Jackie up to you tonight and pray that you will bless her and bring healing to her body, Lord, and just bless Paul as he stands beside her. We pray that you will watch over us as we wrap up a commission year and as we move into a newly elected commission. We thank you, Lord, for the ways that you have blessed Sumner County over the last 4 years. We thank you for the opportunity to work together and to serve, and we look forward to a new commission and new decisions and new ways to serve and glorify you. Bless us tonight. May we deliberate. May we serve our consciences. May we glorify you. May we serve our communities. It's in your precious and holy name we pray. Amen.
Please join me in the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Let's check our roll.
Roll call is now open. Each commissioner, please record your presence. "21 votes are entered. Mr. Pomeroy,
Are you here, Mr. Pomeroy?
I'm here.
Oh, Ms. Kruger. Okay.
So we've got 23 members.
Chris Taylor.
Okay.
22.
We just did not get
Okay.
Mr. Pomeroy. So we got 22 members present.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Kemp. You have your agenda before you. Is there a motion to approve our regular and consent agenda? Motion made by Commissioner Bill Taylor, seconded by Mr. Akins. Mr. Becker.
I just need to add an item to the Financial Management Committee to talk about. We didn't have a quorum tonight in our committee meeting, and so I just need to bring some business before us tonight.
Did you say it's you need to bring forward 3 POs?
It's 4 POs, yes.
4 POs?
Yes.
4 POs for approval?
Yes.
Okay. So Mr. Becker's offered an amendment to our agenda to add 4 POs to be resolved under the financial management section. Is there a second by Mr. Sullivan? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, back to the regular and consent agenda. Motion's been made and seconded. It's been amended. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Your minutes are on your table. I'll wait for a motion to approve. Motion made by Commissioner Foster, second by Commissioner Akins. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Is there anyone that signed up to speak tonight, or is there anyone that wishes to speak? All right. All right, report from the chair. I do have one announcement. Tomorrow we are placing a request for qualifications for a project manager for the courthouse project. Funds were appropriated last month, and because questions were raised about how this person would be chosen, we wanted to make sure that everyone is aware of this process and that the timeline and steps are being clearly set forth. This individual will be engaged to assist with the planning and oversight of the courthouse project. The Law Director's Office, in coordination with Judicial Planning Associates, will put out the RFQ. A Project Manager Advisory Committee composed of the present Chairman of the Commission, as well as the chairs of General Ops and Legislative Committees, will serve with JPA and the Law Director's Office to review the applicants, interview, and make a final recommendation of the prospective candidates. So we will start that tomorrow in terms of putting out an RFQ. We'll give you more details as it becomes available. And as always, if you have a courthouse question, you can see Ms. Shell, our chairperson for General Ops, and she can give you more details about that. Just to make sure we're all on the same page, at the end of tonight's meeting, we will allow, if you are a current county commissioner that will be serving the next 4 years, we'll ask you to, if you want to change seats, you may do so immediately after the meeting. You just need to let Mr. Kemp know where you're moving. And then after that, we're going to allow our newly elected county commissioners to come forward and select their seats. We'll have a special called meeting on September 4th where we will swear everyone in, and then we will do our committees and elect a chairperson for next year. Okay. Your veteran service report should be on your table. And now, I believe Mr. Becker is up first. I'll yield the floor to Mr. Becker.
The Tennessee United soccer team, the players and coach would like to come up here, please. Go on either side over here. Some of y'all can come over here if you want to. Yeah, you go. All right. So again, just last month we celebrated and recognized one of the Tennessee United girls soccer team, the 04 age group. These boys are 2005 age group, so they all were born in 2005. And again, they competed at the Division I level. There's Division I, II, and III, and so for the state tournament, so all throughout the state, there's teams that play, and this team won the state championship. They are actually the youngest team that's ever won the state championship for the Tennessee United Soccer Club, so very proud of them for that. So, resolution honoring the Tennessee United Soccer Club 2005 Boys Red Team. Whereas Tennessee United Soccer Club 2005 Boys Red Team had a tremendously successful year and won the 2018 Tennessee State League Division I State Cup Championship, the youngest team to ever win the State Cup in the history of the Tennessee United Soccer Club. And whereas the 05 Boys Red Team led by Coach Eddie Carvacho went 23-1 in the fall season, they became champions of the Tennessee Cup and the Tennessee United Tournament of Champions. They claimed an undefeated first place in the Tennessee State League D1 regular season and went on to play top teams in the U.S. Youth Soccer's Southern Regional Premier League in East Tennessee, North and South Carolina. They competed in the regional championships in June over North Carolina. And they were the only team to represent the state of Tennessee against 11 other states at that U13 division level there. And whereas the team players, Jose Angel, Jack Bodie, Tyler Brody, Gavin Bruce, Matthias Cobb, Braden Evans, Grant Hanning, Connor McLean, Brandon Mousley, Sean Redmond, Ethan Sanchez, Nelson Sandoval, Landon Sardui, Deacon Tuttle, Landon Williams, and Lucas Wathers strive to be the best, remain focused, showed great perseverance, and never lost confidence, which resulted in their victorious season. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Sumner County Board of County Commissioners meeting in the regular session on this 20th day of August, 2018, that this body does hereby congratulate and commend the Tennessee United Soccer Club, the 05 Boys Red Team, and Coach Eddie Carvacho for their tremendous achievements and wish them success in the future. And I so move.
Motion made by Mr. Becker, seconded by Mr. Pomeroy. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes unanimously.
Y'all can take some more pictures down.
Sure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Boys? I'm going to yield the floor to Mr. Hyde at this time.
Would like for Joseph and Joshua, if they would, to come forward at this time. And their coach, and their principal, and their mom. And I don't know if, is Dr. Rodriguez here tonight? Okay. I am very proud to make this presentation tonight for several reasons. One is their coach, Ryan, has done a fantastic job at the Magnet School. And I had the privilege many years ago, well, not that long ago, of coaching him, not in tennis, but in Parks basketball. So it's really an honor to have them here tonight. Now, these 2 young men have made a name for themselves, and they're just going into the 10th grade. So you listen for their names, because you'll be hearing a great deal about them as we move along in the area of tennis. And sitting in the gym watching, as I was waiting for basketball, I would see them playing in the gym class, and they're just natural athletes. Matter of fact, I had asked them before if they'd be interested in basketball, because if they were playing basketball, they were one of the best in there. If they were playing volleyball, they were one of the best. No matter what, they were one of the best athletes, and great guys. Merrill Hyde, this year, I think, were we #1 in the state, or at least in the Nashville area in ACT, with a 31 average, with 3 in the last graduating class with a perfect 36. But we have good athletes there too, and these 2 guys are demonstrations of that. Now, their certificates read the same, so I'm just going to read Joseph's. And I'd like for the principal to come forward too. An amazing, amazing administrator in the county. We're very proud of him. Keep in mind that we're reading this for Joseph and Joshua. Whereas Joseph Rodriguez, as a ninth grade student at Merrill Hyde Magnet School, along with his twin brother Joshua, led the boys' tennis team from the #1 doubles position, and whereas Joseph teamed with his brother, amassed an impressive record of 8 wins, 6 losses in doubles, and has a remarkable record in singles, as well as 17 wins, 6 losses before winning the district doubles title in their first match at the state tournament, and win a combined 8-0 in singles without dropping a single set. And whereas Joseph, an exemplary student, worked diligently under the leadership of Coach Ryan O'Hara, and his dedication, discipline, and commitment to tennis led to being named to the all-county first team for doubles. Now, these are 9th graders, first team doubles in Sumner County. Now therefore be it resolved by the Sumner County Board of County Commissioners meeting in regular session on the 20th day of August 2018 that this body does hereby congratulate and commend Joseph and Joshua for their outstanding accomplishments and wish them much success both on and off the court. Be it further resolved that this resolution is to be spread on the minutes of this body, and the clerk is to furnish a copy of this resolution to Joseph and Joshua. I so move, Mr. Chairman.
Motion made by Mr. Hyde, seconded by Ms. Lamarbe. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Shameless plug by Dr. Taylor there. What about their smile?
And you've got to be Joshua. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to ask the next person to come forward. You may have a seat, but you can't. Grant Cook and your mom. And I'm sorry that Dr. Cook couldn't be here this evening. Oh, you are here. Great. You slipped in on us. Well, we certainly want them up here also. We're not starting until you come up. Come on up. This is very informal. Whereas Grant Cook already leads the Merrill Hyde Magnet School boys tennis team from the #1 singles position as an 8th grader. Whereas Grant amassed a record of 12 wins, 4 losses in singles, a great achievement since 3 of these losses were against the players who had reached the state tournament, then went on to win the district state title in 1 match at the state tournament. And through his accomplishments, he has become an inspiration to other players. Whereas under the leadership of Coach Ryan O'Hara, Grant demonstrated remarkable talent, great skills, and strict discipline, and because of this hard work and dedication, was named the all-county player. Now that's quite an accomplishment as an 8th grader, the MVP for the county. As well as being selected on the 2nd team of the All-Mid-State. Now therefore be it resolved by the Sumner County Board of County Commissioners meeting in regular session on this, the 20th day of August 2018, that this body does hereby congratulate and commend Grant Cook for his great accomplishments and wishes him much success in the future. Be it further resolved that this resolution is to be spread on the minutes of this body, and the clerk is to furnish a copy of this resolution to Grant Cook. I so move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Hyde. Motion made by Mr. Hyde, seconded by Mr. Decker. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you, and I would just like to add that I've gotten to know Grant pretty well, and he is not only a scholar, he's a gentleman and a fantastic athlete. Grant, congratulations. Thank you.
All right, this time our county executive is going to come forward with some presentations.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would ask if you are retiring off the County Commission, if you would come forward, please. Well, that's a good way. Well, tonight it's my privilege to honor our county commissioners who are outgoing. Let me tell you, I've served in public office for a few years, and it's not always an easy job, but as these commissioners know, it's very rewarding, and the work they do is vitally important to the citizens of this county. So I want to personally thank all of you for the great job you've done and for the dedication over these years. So, having said that, we're going to honor this commission, you, with a certificate of recognition. I have a resolution honoring outgoing commissioners, whereas these commissioners have served the county commission for Sumner County and have been active in multiple committees and organizations within the county, and have made a positive contribution to the lives of countless citizens of Sumner County. Whereas these commissioners have given of themselves in the service of their county, and for their efforts, our community and county is a better place to live. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Sumner County Board of County Commissioners meeting on the regular session on this 20th day of August 2018, that this body does hereby express its appreciation and gratitude for the many years of service and dedication. And these outgoing commissioners in this body urges all the citizens of Sumner County to acknowledge their accomplishment and contributions. Be it further resolved that this resolution be spread on the minutes of this body, and the clerk is to furnish a copy of this resolution to these honorable public servant county commissioners. And I need a motion from somebody.
Motion made by Commissioner Goode, seconded by Ms. Shell. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you. Now, it's going to take me a minute to get the right commissioner, the right resolution. Mr. Akins. Thank you, sir, for your service. Mr. Palmer. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your service. I'm trying, Bob. I'm trying to make it short.
You're doing fine.
I'm being patient. Mr. Palmer. Thank you, sir, for your service. Ms. Lamar. I'd give you a handshake, but I want a hug. Thank you so much for your service.
Thank you.
I want a hug.
You don't
Really,
have
Bill?
to.
Paul Decker. Thank you for your service. William Taylor. Thank you for your service. You got my name. You want a hug too, Bob? Thank you for your service. Appreciate it. Let's give them another round.
And I believe we were, if any of our outgoing commissioners wanted to speak for a couple minutes, Dr. Taylor has 30 seconds, everyone else has a couple minutes, but if any of you would like to say something, just queue up and we'll give you a chance to speak. But Mr. Prosperous is going to call the question in like 10 seconds. Dr. Taylor, you missed your chance, Bob.
I just want to thank all y'all. A lot of people I want to thank. I want to thank the people in District 11 for electing me for 4 years. I want to thank getting to work with all y'all for 4 years. I want to thank my wife for putting up with me for 4 years. I want to thank Winston for coming to the meetings for 4 years. I think we've done a lot. I think as a group we've done a lot. I don't think we've necessarily voted together a lot sometimes, but we've done a lot. What have we done? We had the first 2 STEM schools in the state of Tennessee. We had the highest graduation rate in Tennessee for high school. We had the highest ACT scores in this race. We even bought property 9% cheaper than another county did in the same week for school property. We have balanced our budget every year. We've balanced the school budget every year. We've done a whole lot of things that has made our county better. And that's because all of us have been working together. We even got water up in Westmoreland for some people, didn't we, Mo? Well, we're not there yet, but it's coming. Our bond rating is as high as it's ever been. It's almost as high as it can get. I think it's because we work together. And I want to appreciate the time that I got to work with you all. I've learned a lot. I've learned the process better. I've learned how politics works. I wish it didn't work that way sometimes, but how it works. And now I get to sit back. I get to watch y'all work for the next 4 years. I don't have to worry about traveling to miss a meeting. I've got a son playing soccer in Spain. I'm going to be gone for a while. But good luck to y'all. I know people coming in, and y'all will be good for the next 4 years. And Sumner County is going to grow exponentially, and we will be better off because of all y'all. And I'm better off because I got to work with y'all. But thank y'all. Oh, Scott, I have a Robert's Rules of Order for you. You might want to read it one time.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Taylor. You know, of all the jokes I've made at Bill's expense over the last 4 years, I feel like this was probably fair payback. But I want to say, Dr. Taylor, you know, serving alongside each other in the 11th district, it's been my honor to serve alongside you. If you knew anything about Bill and me, neither one of us were really deeply committed to door knocking. In fact, one day we had Commissioner Good and Commissioner Kruger completely convinced that we knocked on doors all day, and one of us was in Chattanooga and the other was in Nashville. But let me say this about Dr. Taylor. He has a servant's heart. He gives in so many different ways. There's never a kid in Sumner County that needs something that Dr. Taylor doesn't come through for him in ways that most of us will never know. So, you know, your love for the community, your values, and all that you do is deeply appreciated. Thank you and appreciate you. Does anyone else want to speak? I feel like I'm a Nazarene pastor again, Mr. Hyde. I feel like we're getting testimonies going. All right. All right. And let me say for each, you know, 4 years ago when I got elected, I think all of us that were elected 4 years ago for the first time, we came in here with the desire to change everything. And I'm sure everyone, when they're first elected, comes in here with the desire to change everything. I think the lesson that I've learned the most, especially from you that are outgoing, is learning that how diverse Sumner County is, how big it is, how many different moving parts there are, how different it is if you go from Westmoreland to Goodlettsville, or from White House to Gallatin, or Hendersonville, or Goodlettsville, or wherever else you may, Bethpage, wherever else you may find yourself in the county. There's so much diversity. We have a beautiful county. We have a wonderful county. And I think the thing that I've learned the most over the last 4 years, and I've learned it from those of you that are departing, is to be charitable and to give the benefit of the doubt, and to, as Dr. Taylor said, to work together. And if we can continue doing that for the next 4 years, ultimately the people that will benefit will be the people that elected us to sit here. So I'm so deeply appreciative for each person that served. I echo what Dr. Taylor said. We've accomplished a great deal over the last 4 years, and we did it by working together. We didn't always vote together, but at the end of the night, we could shake hands and appreciate where each other was coming from. And I thank you for your service and your commitment to Sumner County. All right, declaring the week of September 17th as Constitution Week. There's nothing to read. I just need a motion to make, okay, motion made by Commissioner Ring, seconded by Commissioner Akins. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Good, no one's opposed to the Constitution. Passes unanimously. Your consent agenda is before you. Is there a motion to approve our consent agenda? A motion made by Commissioner Pomeroy. Is there a second? Second made by Commissioner Gamindon. All in favor? See no discussion. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Your written reports are on your desk. We will go to notaries. Is there a motion to approve our notaries? Motion made by Commissioner Mo Taylor, seconded by Commissioner Eccles. I have learned, not from Robert's Rules of Order, but we are supposed to take a vote on the board on notaries. So let's vote.
The election of notaries is on the board. Each commissioner, please record your vote. "21 votes are entered. Anyone not voting wishing to vote? Anyone wishing to change your vote?" With 21 affirmative votes, the notary applications are approved.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Kemp. Let's go now to Committee on Committees.
I get to speak. Tonight, the Committee on Committee, let me start by saying, every year at this time is when we send out the preferences for what your committees are going to be, which ones you want to serve on. So this year I called Maria and I said, Maria, would you do that for all the new commissioners? What I'd like to do is just get the preferences in so the next Committee on Committee has something to work with. What they do with that is totally up to them, and I don't have a vote in it. But based on those preferences, I'd like to bring a recommendation for the new Committee on Committees for next year. Those that I recommend would be Eccles, Good, Kruger, Ring, and Tucker. And that's my recommendation. And Mr. Good has volunteered to serve as the chairman, for lack of any other word, to get together the things for the September 4th committee.
Okay.
Or meeting. Tonight, we voted, and I'm bringing forth the Civil Service Board, William Moody, 2-year term, and the county executive would like to reappoint him, and I so move.
Motion made by Commissioner Lamar.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Good. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes unanimously.
The next one is the Regional Planning Commissioner, 4-year term. The present member is Tom Tucker, citizen, 4-year term, and the county executive recommendation is to reappoint him as well, and I so move.
Okay. Motion made by Commissioner Lamar, second by Commissioner Gamindon. Any discussion? Okay. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Ms. Lamar?
The next one on your agenda, the Sumner County Joint Economic and Community Development Board will be deferred for September. And then the last one is the West Ford Creek Reservoir Dam Authority, 4-year term. The present member is Billy Gamindon, and the Reservoir Dam Authority Committee would like to recommend that he be reappointed, and I so move.
Okay. Motion made by Commissioner Lamar, seconded by Commissioner Sullivan. See no discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes unanimously.
And next month will be the Airport Authority, the Sumner County Library Board, and the Tourism Board planning members. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Lamar. Mr. Decker. Thank you, Mr. Decker. Mr. Graves, Highway.
No report, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Graves. General Ops, Michelle.
No report, sir.
Thank you, Michelle. Emergency Services.
No report.
Thank you, sir. Legislative.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The only thing that I need to mention for the record is on new business. we covered A and E. In our committee, it was unanimous, but to mention for the record was amending a highway department personnel policy, circuit court clerk's personnel policy, and Lowe's master agreement national IPA. That was unanimous in A through E, and I so move.
Okay. Motion made by Commissioner Good, seconded by Commissioner. Oh, I'm sorry, it was on the consent agenda, Mr. Good.
Oh, you added all four?
It's been approved.
All right,
Never
thank you.
mind.
We're good. Mr. Good?
Thanks for bringing that up.
Mr. Good?
Yeah, wasn't on there.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Good. Financial management, Mr. Becker.
Yes, so I mentioned earlier to the Financial Management Committee, we didn't have a quorum tonight. What I need to do is bring it to the full commission. There are 4 exceptions to purchase orders. And basically from the situation is there's already been some internal corrective actions. And though in the short term, and there's also, I mentioned last month that we're beginning discussions on having a centralized purchasing type of group. So that's more of a longer term range. So it's been dealt with, but I needed to bring it to because the committee didn't meet, I needed to bring it to the full commission for approval.
Okay. So we have 4 POs that are under the exception that we need to approve to be paid. Motion made by Commissioner Becker, seconded by Commissioner Pomeroy. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Becker. Budget, Mr. Pomeroy.
Mr. Chairman, I missed my opportunity, but thank you, and I would like to say I spent most of my time on this committee, and I would like to give a great big thank you to our finance director, Mr. Lawing, publicly, and I want to make, he works tirelessly for this county, and he had to put up with me for 3 years, meet with him once a week, at least a phone call to go over things, and we're very blessed to have him and his staff, and it was my honor to serve. No report.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Pomeroy. Mr. Pospisil, motion to adjourn? We're adjourned.